Thank you. I didn't understand that, but I suppose he introduced me. 3 years ago, I fell on my right shoulder and I dislocated my collarbone. And my surgeon told me, well, you can do anything with it except be in a fashion show on a catwalk, because it sort of sticks out. So that goes to show you, I'm on a catwalk right now, not in a fashion show, but it shows that surgeons cannot predict the future very well. And neither can I, but what I can tell you is that we are facing a meat crisis very quickly now, and I will tell you shortly why, and that we need solutions to avert that crisis. So I made the title a little bit more challenging because I added jamon to it, but we can do this same thing with pork as well. So the idea is not very new. Back in 1932, Churchill already mentioned in his book Challenges or Adventures and Thoughts that we could grow probably at some point tissue outside of the body, and why would you raise an entire chicken or breed an entire chicken if you only eat the wings and the breast? At that time, the technology wasn't there yet. It was just a fantasy. So, but through medical technology and tissue engineering, we now have the capacity to actually do that. And still, why would you do that? It's because pigs and cows, although very cute and very edible, are very inefficient animals. They transfer only 15% of the vegetable proteins into animal proteins, so inefficient. And also they are already taking up 70% of all our arable land. And in 2050, it's projected by the World Health Organization that meat consumption worldwide will double. Will be double what it is right now. So you can do the math, 70% already of our arable land, 2 times as much production needed in 2050. It's not going to work, we need alternatives. In addition, livestock, we know that now, contributes to about 20% of all our greenhouse gas emission. It's especially methane. But also nitrous oxide and CO2. So environmentally, it's not a very sound perspective either to increase the livestock meat production. And of course, there are animal welfare issues. So there are lots of reasons why we should rethink about growing meat. So one of the alternatives now, again, through the development of medical technology, is that we can take stem cells, and we have all these stem cells sitting in our skeletal muscle, waiting there to repair tissue in case of injury. We can take those out through a simple biopsy. The animal can stay alive, if you will. We can take them out through a simple biopsy, and they can multiply. From one single biopsy, we eventually can make 10 tons of meat. And so they can multiply, and what's more, these cells still know how to become skeletal muscle cells through relatively simple measures in the lab.